Welcome. Thank you for joining me on the Fight with Depression podcast. My name is Christopher Boussard. And today's episode, we're going to be looking a little bit more at what is life's purpose for us, and does life have purpose? And before I get started, I want to say I put up a poll. As of today, I put up a poll on thefightwithdepression.com and just kind of asking people for input on what they want to hear in podcast episodes. So if you could do me a favor, you can either access it through Facebook if you follow us on Facebook, and if not, go to the Fight with Depression and just start following us, and you'll get updates. I try and put all the blog posts up on the Facebook page too, so you can have access. You can also follow it through the website, get updates. So that way, if we do polls or anything in the future, blog posts, anything, you'll get updates on those. So just go to the website, thefightwithdepression.com, or the Fight with Depression on Facebook or on YouTube, and just start following us. It would really help out a lot, and you could just kind of start getting updates and everything, and it just kind of helps let me know what everybody is enjoying, or what everybody wants to see, what everybody wants to hear, and everything like that. So it just gives us a little information to help everything go a little bit more smoothly, and also get you guys listening and seeing the things that interest you, what you want to hear, what you want to see. So like I said, today we're going to be taking another look at life's purpose for us. And the reason I'm doing this, and why I'm doing it so quickly, I've said before in my previous podcast episodes that I want to dive deeper into them. But I do see the analytics from podcast episodes. And the episode that I did on purpose a little while ago has a lot more listeners, and I'm kind of surprised at how many more listeners it has compared to the other episodes I put out. And it's not just when it was put out, but people kind of keep going back to that one more than they do the other episodes. So it got me thinking a little bit about it. And I was wondering why. Why is it that an episode on purpose, life's purpose, why would it be listened to more than the others? Is it because people are searching for it more? Do people share it more? People talking about it? Why is that? And I started thinking about it, and I thought, if I came across a podcast episode that was titled "What is your purpose?" I would probably be intrigued also, and I'd want to listen to it as well. And as I'm working on growing the website and the blogs and the podcast and everything, I've kind of been doing a lot of research on search engine optimization and everything, and keywords and stuff, and it got me thinking. Yeah, of course people want to hear, what is my purpose, and that's something that people search for on Google. Is what is my purpose in life? What is life's purpose? What is the purpose of life? So it only makes sense that that's what people want to hear. But I think it's also because there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and we want to know what's the point behind it. What's the purpose of everything that's happening and everything that happens in our lives? And of course, there's that age-old question: what is the meaning of life? Right? Everybody wants to know, what's the meaning of life. We had a conversation about this at the station a while ago, and we were talking about how the answer was 42, apparently. So not even a computer can answer that question for us, but we really want to know, what is the purpose of life? And personally, I've even listened to podcasts. I've listened to and sat at church services and read books and everything, just looking for something groundbreaking. I want something to come out and hit me over the head, so to speak, and say, well, look, dummy, this is what you're supposed to do with your life. But unfortunately, that's not how life goes. We don't have anything that just kind of smacks us upside the head and tells us what our purpose in life is. But don't get discouraged. Don't think, well, he's not going to tell me anything. I'm not going to get any information from this episode, so I'm going to stop listening. Don't get discouraged right now. Follow me on this. So there is maybe an answer for you, or hopefully something inspirational for you. And I don't know how many people have watched the movie City Slickers. I watched that, growing up, and Molly and I actually recently watched it, and I contemplated having the kids watch it, and then when I watched it again, realized that it's probably a little too mature for them right now. So we're gonna wait to have the kids watch it. But in the movie, Curly asks, he asks Billy Crystal, he says, "Do you know what the secret of life is?" And of course, Billy Crystal's intrigued by it. That's why he's going out. He's looking for the answers for his life. And Curly holds up his finger, and of course, Billy Crystal's character says, "Your finger?" And Curly says, "One thing." And we would like to think that there's one thing that we have in life, one purpose that we have in life. And I'm going to speak about that here in a little bit, but we don't have that one thing. However, Rick Warren says that if you're alive, there's a purpose for your life. But what is our purpose? And unfortunately, when we watch movies, when we read books, there's a one big problem that the protagonist has to overcome, right? There's one big issue, one problem that they're trying to solve. And right now, I'm working on a fiction book, and I'm reading a lot of articles about just different ways about getting people interested, writing a good story, and writing good characters and everything like that. But they talk about finding the one thing that your main character has to overcome, and then we think, after the movie's over, or after the book is finished, after we've finished reading it, or whatever, we think that they, quote unquote, they lived happily ever after, or all is well, and they're fixed. They fixed everything that they need to answer in life. They've answered all their questions, and everything is all hunky dory. But that's not the way that life goes. But we think that that's how it is when we're watching these movies or reading these books, and we don't really think about what happens to them after. Sometimes we do, I guess. Sometimes we don't. But we think that everything is all well and good. And the problem is that this isn't our reality. Your purpose in life isn't going to magically be revealed by overcoming an obstacle like it is in a lot of these stories that we see and hear and everything. It's not going to be revealed when you buy a new house, or you get a new job, or you get a raise. Your life isn't going to magically be finalized, so to speak. And we're always looking for these things like, what do I need in my life? What is my life lacking? What can I fill it with? Is it buying these new things? Like I said, a new house. But Helen Keller says that true happiness is not attained through self-gratification, but through fidelity to a worthy purpose. And once again, there's that word purpose, right? What is that purpose? What purpose that are we looking for to be able to find our true happiness? And I talk about this a lot, and if I fully believe this quote that I'm going to read to you guys, and this is really my big platform. Albert Schweitzer says that the purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others. And I think a lot of people are gonna kind of push that to the side or dismiss that. But really, I truly believe that that's what our life is about. And if you've listened to my podcast before and everything, I like to do the why, the what, and the how. So, we looked at why. Why are we interested in our purpose? Well, we're all looking for our purpose in life, and what is what is purpose? What is our purpose, and what are we looking for? But how? How do we do that? How do we fulfill our purpose? How do we live that out? What does that look like? We make excuses, and I say we because like I've said it many times before. I'm speaking to myself too, but we make excuses for not doing something, for not helping others. We say I'm too busy, or I'll do it later. But what about, that's dumb. I'm not going to do that for that person. I'm responsible for my own life, and other people should be too. Why do I need to help other people when they're not helping themselves? So does that sound familiar? Because I've said that myself. Proverbs 12:15 says, "Fools think their own way is right, but the wise listen to others." So you might be listening to this and you think, yeah, it's dumb. Life is not about helping others. It's about getting more, or whatever it is. It's about benefiting myself, or however you want to look at that, or phrase it. But the reality is, it's just not what you want to hear. You don't want to hear people telling you that life is not about you. But my question to that is, are you still under the delusion that life is about you? When this life is over and your story on this earth is finished being written, what are people going to read about your story? The story of your life. What are they gonna learn about it? And it's not going to be about what you did for yourself. It's going to be about what you did for others. So I'd really encourage you to just think about it and analyze yourself. Proverbs 25 says, "Though good advice lies deep within the heart, a person with understanding will draw it out." I have dismissed ideas about helping others because it's not what I wanted to hear. I didn't want to believe that, I should do this for this person, and I made excuses. But I would encourage you, don't just sit by yourself and stew in anger or frustration and in denial, but talk to somebody about it. Talk to friends and family and ask them, like, what do you think about my life? How is my life going? Is it the best that it could be? And is there something else I could be doing to make it better? And if what you are doing isn't working, why not? And what's not working? And I'm going back to Proverbs again. Proverbs 15:22 says, "Plans go wrong for lack of advice. Many advisors bring success." And don't just look at your own life, but look at others. My last book that I wrote is all about the how, with examples, but not by myself, not for the things that I have done, but the things that others have done for me and what I've learned from them. And as I'm recording this podcast, we've been having car problems, and we need to replace a wheel bearing. And I've done several of them before. I can do them, but with my back injury, I cannot work on my car. So I have two friends right now who have taken time out of their day, out of their schedule, and they are repairing the wheel bearings right now on our car. But they said, you know what? While we're doing that, you are due for your oil change coming up here. So we're going to go ahead and change the oil, not on just this one car, but on both of them that need it. Those are the examples that I'm talking about. And I know it's a little plug for my book. And I'm going to kind of talk about that here, but that book is about the how. And like I said, it's other people. It's other people doing stuff for me and for other people that I've seen. And it's examples one after another. And I really don't like doing this. Molly can attest to it. I don't like trying to tell people to go buy my book or buy this, but please, just if you want to hear about the benefits of helping other people and the impact that it has on somebody's life, check it out. It's The Fight: My Battle with Depression. As of right now, I'm at January 27th of 2023. In a couple days, starting February 1st, I'm going to be donating $1 of each book sale for, until I need to reevaluate it. I'm going to be donating $1 for each book sale to two different organizations. One is Revital Colorado, and the other is Faithfully Canine Service Dogs. And talk about organizations and people who are doing things for other people. These two organizations, that is what they do. Is their goal is to help other people. They're not in it for themselves. These people are not getting rich. They're scraping by, but they're helping other people. And I want to give back to them. So that's what I'm going to do to try and give back. These organizations have helped me immensely in the last year. And if you don't want to buy a copy of the book just to donate to them, then go to their websites and just donate directly to them. It's, again, Revital Colorado and Faithfully Canine Service Dogs. Those two organizations, again, they're all over the place. The organizations that really reach out to other people, but these two are dedicated to first responders, and it's, like I said, they've helped me out immensely. If you've watched my blog posts, I posted that I do some stuff with Revital, and I'm really hoping to do more once my back is feeling better. And I'm going to post that on the website and everything. And just think about kind of what these organizations do and how that can inspire you. I'm going to close out today. I'm just going to read a short paragraph from my book that I think kind of sums up this episode. I write, "If you live with determination and perseverance and accept that life isn't about you, but about serving others, your life is still going to be difficult. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but that's the way it is. However, you will find that life has a new purpose. A life lived to serve others is a life with meaning. It's a life worth living." So just think about those words and what your purpose is in life, and do you need to analyze how your life is going? Again, if you have any comments or anything, go to the website, thefightwithdepression.com. You can go to my contact page, get a hold of me, go to Facebook, The Fight with Depression, and you get a hold of me that way. There's a lot of different ways, a lot of different resources that we can get you in touch with if you need anything. But just think about what is your purpose in life, and are you fulfilling that purpose? So until next time, God bless.